My name is Bob the Drag Queen.
And I'm Monét Exchange.
And this is Sibling Rivalry. This week, we continue our series Bi Girl Bi by interviewing Kalorie Kardashian Williams and Yuhua Hamasaki. Monét and Yuhua fight over the internet, and we find out what made Yuhua say this.
I responded back to you an hour later because I was at a viewing party, you idiot.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Bob the Drag Queen of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 8, but more importantly, it is I, Bob the Drag Queen of the podcast Sibling Rivalry. As you guys know, me and Monét have been doing a series called Bi Girl Bi, and we did an interview with Vanessa Vanjie Mateo, which is hilarious. If you've not heard it, please go back. It's on episode 2. And today we have a 2-in-1. We have Kalorie Kardashian and Yuhua Hamasaki both in separate interviews here on the podcast today. Also, I want you guys to know, so we have been listening to your reading your comments, which we appreciate. Please, if you get an opportunity, please go online, subscribe to us. You can subscribe to us on iTunes, or you can listen on SoundCloud, or pretty much anywhere where podcasts are available. You can find our podcast. And we'd really appreciate a 5-star and a review. And we are addressing our technical issues. We're pretty new at this, and we're doing it ourselves. I actually edit the podcast like in the dressing room at the Berkeley Repertory Theater. This is part of my pet project, and it's really keeping my mind nimble. So with that in mind, we did have a little bit, I'm not going to lie, we had a little bit of a sound snafu with Kalorie's interview. But it's audible. You'll be able to hear it. It just might be a little bit annoying. However, it's a pretty good interview. And of course, please stick around for the Yuhua and interview where Monét joins us. And it is stunts, shows, and shenanigans, because those two are just so ridiculous. So without further ado, let's get into the podcast. Please welcome to our podcast, Season 10 contestant, Miss Kalorie Kardashian Williams.
Bitch, that's full, isn't it?
It is. That's a lot of calories. Okay, so wait. Kalorie Kardashian? That name I can hear, but how did Williams come in? Are you part of a Williams family?
Yeah. So my house mother, her last name is Williams, and then whenever I was doing drag, and because I had another name and I changed it, and she told me the only thing that you can't do is get rid of the Williams, and so then Kim Kardashian had gotten married, and so she was Kim Kardashian West, and I was like, oh, it's perfect. It's perfect.
It's fate. Perfect. It's kismet. And what was your original drag name?
I would rather not speak.
Is it that bad?
I was just very woman at that time.
Were you Amber?
No, it was Naraya, but like Mariah, but with an N.
Will work. I was because the internet will find it. If you don't post the internet, will hear this interview.
And they have. They're like, so I need your name to be Naraya, and I'm like, please don't speak of that name. Please don't speak of that name.
Well, my original drag name used to be Kitten with a Whip. Yes, Miss Thing. Oh my God. I was Kitten with a Whip for 3 or 4 years, and I was like, fuck that noise. I'm becoming Bob the Drag Queen.
Yeah, so much better. So much better.
Now you made quite the big splash on RuPaul's Drag Race, and also that legendary moment where you took those dollars out of your titties and made it rain on yourself while doing the cooter slams.
I had to make RuPaul eat his words. He was like, "You didn't make it rain." And I was like, and I was sitting there, and I was like, "Oh, just you wait, RuPaul."
So you had a whole bunch of dollars left over. That was pretty fucking fierce. Yeah. And also, go ahead.
Because I had actually taken those because I was afraid that they were going to start falling off. Because backstage, like walking from set to set, they were just coming off. So I was well, maybe I'll take some like just with me, just in case I can staple them on really fast and whatever. And then when I realized I was in the bottom, I was like, okay, nope, this is just going to be used for a prop. Like this is my gimmick.
Well, what the fans don't realize is, okay, so first of all, when you guys are filming on a different set than we filmed on, we filmed in Hollywood. Yeah, y'all are out in like the woods, honey.
The woods, bitch. The woods. There was deer. I think I had seen like 4 or 5 deer.
So you have to walk. Well, back when I was on RuPaul's Drag Race, you had to walk from the workroom, and then you'd walk outside across like maybe 10 feet to another door. And also, back when I was in Drag Race, there was the building we were in was so old that we could not run both air conditioners at the same time. So while you were painting, all of a sudden in the room you're in, it would just get hot. So hot you could hardly do your makeup. And that was how we knew RuPaul was on the set. Because when RuPaul showed up, her air conditioner was on and we were all sitting in the fucking heat, girl.
She's like, don't worry about those girls. It's me. It's Mama Ru.
I mean, if Mama Ru wants her air conditioner, Mama Ru gets her fucking air conditioner, you know.
Yeah,
maybe when I get my two Emmys, then I'll shut down some bitch's air conditioner. But as of right now, I am subject to Mama Ru and all of her fabulousness. Did you get really close to anyone on Drag Race?
Yeah, I actually got really close to Miss Vanjie. Miss Vanjie. And then Eureka, too. I got really close with them.
Now, Vanjie has become the meme queen of season 10.
I'd even probably call her like the Valentina of the season.
I mean, it's crazy. Like she had a really big impact on in one episode. I mean, people are screaming Miss Vanjie from here all around the world. Okay, first of all, I know this. When you are, because I've had to lip sync for my life. Lip syncing for your life is scary. It's not like when you're in the bar. When you're in the bar and folks are like, time to lip sync for your life, people think it's funny. But when you're there, it's not fucking funny.
It's not at all.
Yeah, you feel like your heart drop out.
And literally, I felt my heart fall out of my butt. Like,
yeah, that's how it feels.
Yeah, it literally just falls right out. Like, and especially hearing those words, like watching it on TV, you're like, oh my God, this is so crazy. But like hearing it in person, you're like, fuck my life. How did I get here? Like, damn it.
And the thing is, when she says lip sync for your life, you really feel like your life depends on it.
Literally. It really does. Your life, your career, everything depends on that moment.
Are you the first queen from New Mexico?
Yeah, I was the first queen to ever be picked.
Works. So how is it being the legendary New Mexico goddess?
Yeah, well, so far, granted, some of the queens in New Mexico aren't too fond with me right now, but it's okay.
Well, why are they mad at you?
Because my little comment about what drag... Some people might have gotten a little offended.
So when you said there's no drag in New Mexico?
Yeah, and it was just a joke, but other than that, though, for the most part, though, everyone else has been really, really super humble. It's been very humbling, like the support and love that I've been getting, and especially just because New Mexico is such a small state, in a sense, like for everything. People don't even think we're part of the country half the time, and so it was pretty cool to like put us on the map finally.
Okay, who are the queens you're rooting for who are left in the race right now?
Mine would probably, I would say I'm like the O'Haras. One, because I'm ready for a big girl to finally win, and so I want Eureka to win because she's a big girl. And then also Asia, because she's been one of like my idols for so long. Because like in New Mexico, like the closest like huge drag scene that we have is Texas, and so of course like seeing all these like Texas queens, I ended up falling in love with Asia. And when I literally walked into the work, I'm surprised I didn't show it, but I lost my shit. Like I was screaming. The directors had to, or the filming had to be like, hold on, you have to come back. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was like, I just saw Asia and I got distracted. Yeah.
And did you have were you intimidated by any of the girls? Like, were any of the girls that you were like, this is my competition? Like, this is like a girl that is scary. I don't know how I'm going to deal with this. Was there any of that?
Cameron. When I had saw Cameron, I'm like, damn, she's fucking beautiful. Like, fuck. I thought I was going to be the pretty one. Like, damn it. And then Mayhem, for sure. When I had saw Mayhem, I was like, oh, yep, that's it.
Well, because Mayhem is like every RuPaul Drag Race girl's best friend.
Yeah, literally. She knows everybody. And I'm like, she's going to know how to work this competition for sure.
Yeah, I could definitely see that being intimidating. Now, I have some games I want to play with you, okay?
Okay, yeah, totally.
Now, what's going to happen is we're going to call this the Calorie Countdown. I'm going to name 2 foods, and you have to tell me which one has more calories in it, okay?
Oh, perfect. All right.
All right, we're going to start with carrots versus celery. Which one has more calories, carrots or celery?
Carrots.
All right, you're right. Carrots have 25 calories. Celery has 6 calories. When's the last time you ate a carrot?
No comment. I am not a salad eating chick. Okay, I eat steak and potatoes.
Which one has more calories, a DiGiorno pizza or a chocolate cake? A full DiGiorno pizza, pepperoni, or a full chocolate cake?
Like a full medium pizza, and you're gonna eat it all by yourself?
Yeah, full DiGiorno's, not delivery. It's DiGiorno pepperoni pizza.
Or a piece of cake.
A 10-inch cake, chocolate cake.
Ooh.
10 inches of chocolate. Which one has more?
I'm gonna go with probably the DiGiorno pizza.
Okay, let's just say, which one do you prefer, cake or pizza?
Oh, honey, cake. Duh. Cake.
Oh, that's right. You're the cake queen. A cupcake from Magnolia Bakery, a vanilla cupcake from Magnolia Bakery, or a blueberry donut from Dunkin' Donuts.
I'm gonna go with the cupcake just because I love cupcake.
It's a blueberry donut. A blueberry
No. Yeah. How is that possible? How?
460 calories in a blueberry from Dunkin' Donuts.
I think you made that up. I want to see the receipts. I Googled
it. Google says that blueberry muffins from Dunkin' Donuts have apparently 460 calories. All right, so here's the card, and we're going to play a game called the Kardashian. By the way, you did not do very well. You failed the calorie quiz.
I would think it was just going for my favorite foods instead of the most calories.
Now, you are an unofficial Kardashian.
Yes, unofficial.
Now,
until they meet me.
Does this make you sisters with Trinity K. Bonet, who is apparently Trinity Kardashian Bonet?
Who's that? No, I'm just kidding. I'm so just kidding.
Wow.
So just kidding, Trinity. In case you're hearing, it was a joke. It was just a joke.
I call shade.
We're not. She's too skinny. We're not related.
Look, no skinny bitches in your career. All right,
yeah, no skinny. Thick thighs make the dick rise.
Okay. Do you know how tall Kim Kardashian is? I'll give you some options. She is 5 feet. She is 5'3". She is 5'6", or she is 5'8".
I would say she's 5'6".
No, she is 5'3". She is tiny.
What?
She is 1 inch taller than Christina Aguilera.
What? No way.
Yes, true.
Kim
true.
Kardashian.
Right. Yeah, she's 5'3". She's tiny, girl. But also, Kanye West is not that tall either, so that shows that thing. All right.
Well, the TV must add like 5 inches because I could have swore she was taller.
Well, maybe the whole family except Caitlyn. Caitlyn's the only tall motherfucker in that family. She's like 8 feet tall. She's also a decathlon athlete. Okay, so our Kardashian is Armenian. The Kardashian is an Armenian word, and it means either, ready? Does it mean stone carver, bricklayer, quilter, or thirst trapper?
Oh, God. These are hard questions. Why couldn't you ask me about like when was her fastest marriage? No, I'd probably say brick carver.
No, it's stone carver. You're half right. It's stone carver. Wait, what was her fastest marriage? Wait, how many times has she been married?
How many times has she been married?
Yeah, has Kim Kardashian been married?
She's been married 3 times, and I think the fastest one was with that basketball player or the baseball player or whatever his name is.
How long have they been married?
I don't watch 72 hours or 73 hours.
Wait, you don't watch the Kardashians?
Oh, no, I do. I watch them every Sunday on E! But I literally have the worst memory in the entire world.
I only have 2 more. This one will be easy.
Okay.
Can you name the Kardashians in age from youngest to oldest?
Yes. Youngest would be... Oh, wait. Are we considering the Jenners? Like Kylie?
We're including the Jenners.
Okay. So it's going to be Kylie, Kendall, was it Robert? Yeah, Robert, and then Khloe, Kim, and Kourtney.
That's it. That's exactly it.
Yes! Winner!
I don't know if you call him Robert by his formal name, Robert Kardashian. And this is your last one. The very first line of the pilot episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians was uttered by Kim Kardashian. Was it, I love my family? Was it, where's my dress? Was it, I hate you all? Or was it Team Shangela?
I'm going to go with I love my family.
She said, I hate you all.
That was like 10 seasons ago.
Oh, wait, how old were you 10 years ago?
17.
Work.
No, 18.
Work.
I was 18.
And the last thing I'll tell you, this is not a quiz, but this is a random bit of information that we've done some research on here. If you were to eat one entire Kim Kardashian, she is about 84,000 calories.
Oh my God! It's probably all in fast too.
That is not including any bones or any organs. Remove the skin, skinless, boneless, organless, organic. Well, she's probably not organic. Something tells me Kim Kardashian.
She's not organic. She's not.
But that is 84,000 calories. All right, Kalorie, thank you so much for letting us interview you on Sibling Rivalry. Where can the kids find you? What's your Instagram?
They can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Cal Kardashian W. And then they can follow me and press that follow button.
Do you have any shows? And do you have any regular shows in New Mexico that you do?
So normally I'm part of a cast at Effects Nightclub. We do Fierce Fridays. It's usually 3 Fridays out of the month, and so they can usually find me there downtown.
Well, so please check her out at Cal Kardashian W on Instagram and Twitter, and Fierce Fridays at FX Nightclub in Albuquerque.
In Albuquerque, New Mexico, yes.
In Albuquerque, New Mexico. That is Kalorie, Kardashian, Williams, Dupree, Jenkins, Balenciaga,
Nina Brown.
All right, thank you, Kalorie.
Alrighty, babes. Thank you guys. You guys have a good day. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, now I have to tell you guys that I did the Kalorie interview without Monét. She was very upset with me, but I was trying to, get it done on time, whatever. So I have learned, Monét, I apologize. We will not be doing any more interviews without you. And this one is with Monét, and we are interviewing our New York City sister, Miss Yuhua Hamasaki. All right, we are officially underway. We are here with RuPaul's Drag Race Season 10 contestant
Yuhua Hamasaki, aka, if you can't pronounce that, her name is James.
Hi, Bob. How are you?
Oh, you are bitch. There's 2 of us here, you nasty cunt.
Hi, Kevin.
Yuhua has been so shady to me ever since the episode. I texted her, she won't return my text.
Bitch, I responded back to you, bitch.
Like 3 days later, girl.
No, I responded back to you an hour later because I was at a viewing party, you idiot.
Oh my Jesus Christ.
Okay, let's get to the bottom of the Yuhua and Monét drama, because Monét did not pick Yuhua for her team and said that she got stuck with Yuhua. And then, of course, Monét said that Yuhua was not a designer, and then Yuhua slayed the sponge dress on Instagram and then sold it for charity.
Yes,
Lie,
girl, $260 to an STD health clinic. Kaylin Lord, honey.
First of all, it's not Kaylin, it's Callan, and I want to see receipts because I don't fucking believe you.
It's right here, girl. It's right here, girl. It's about to be shipped out to Australia.
Oh, someone bought it in Australia?
Yes, girl.
Are you paying the shipping costs?
They're paying for it.
Work. That's fierce.
You have to admit, Monét, that little sponge dress Yuhua made was amazing.
Oh, listen, I'm not denying it was amazing. I'm just saying a sponge dress is easier when you have 4 days to do it. I had 1, so.
No, bitch, I had 2 days, girl. No, bitch, you had 2 days.
No, we had 1 day, girl.
You had 2 days to make that dress.
It was 1 day. It was a night.
2 days. 2 days. I was there, bitch.
Also, I don't think we can say that.
Well, you said it first, girl, so.
Y'all are so funny. Also, because Yuhua is like 4 feet tall, Yuhua used 3 sponges.
Exactly.
No, bitch, I used $175 worth of sponges.
No, you did not.
Monét's big ass body.
Yes, I did.
Monét's big ass body used she cleaned out Costco out of sponges. All right, so one of the questions that we ask each girl when we interview them, Yuhua, is a very controversial question. And the question is, was Monét's sponge dress ugly or was it high concept couture?
I think originally she had the idea that it was going to be hot couture and high couture, and I can see that happening, but the way that it was executed, it was just, I think there was not enough time, like she said. It wasn't on her part. I think it was just that there was a time restraint on it.
Yeah.
So, but it ended up looking like a mess, you know.
Also,
and bitch, I helped you. I told you what to do when you couldn't fill up those sponges, and you forgot, and you didn't even mention that I helped you.
What did you help me do?
You said, "What? Oh, I don't have enough time to cover the up of the bottom," and I said, "Oh, girl, it's fine. Just disperse the sponges and make it look like it's part of the look."
They also didn't show that Yuhua was working on another piece,
A ping pong dress.
a ping pong dress, which was going to be so cut, but they didn't show that.
Well, we should also talk about the fact that this is no shade, but Yuhua, you never mentioned that Yuhua made the outfit that you wore for the Best Drag Challenge.
I mean,
She doesn't like to. She doesn't like to share who her artists are or credits people.
Girl, on my social media, I said,
yeah, but the judges didn't know, so
because I didn't get critiqued. You were in the bottom, so you got critiqued. I didn't, honey.
Did you mention it in the interviews?
In the interviews, I probably did. They didn't show it.
I'm gonna ask them. I'm gonna send them an email.
Now, Yuhua is the stylist to a lot of Drag Race queens. She's made outfits for me, Alexis Michelle, outfits
Aja,
for
Peppermint, Jiggly.
Yeah, you know them better than I do, girl. Keep naming them, honey. Keep naming them.
RuPaul in my own mind.
Listen, I never said Yuhua was not a fair stylist. I just said Yuhua is not necessarily a designer. Because Yuhua, let's be real, let's keep it real. Anytime I've gone to you for an outfit, it is I design it and I just ask you to make it. It's not like you've never designed for me. So that's what I was saying.
Oh, you didn't say that. But I have made stuff for you that I had came up with the concepts with before.
Like what? Like what?
The blue outfit. The blue outfit.
The blue catsuit?
No, the blue outfit, the leotard one.
Blue leotard? Oh,
and the white one and the white reveal coat. That was part of my concept too.
If I know Yuhua like I think I know Yuhua, she will be posting pictures, receipts.
Girl, I posted receipts of her feather dress where I lent her the stones.
What stone? You're not. Did you give me?
Yes,
stone?
I did, bitch.
You are so fucking out of your goddamn mind.
And then next is gonna be Aquaria when I lent her the stones for her feathers runway too. She's next. She's my next victim.
I will say this: Yuhua was a very fierce competitor, and Yuhua daily had me cackling because people. I don't think America or the viewers or the listeners understand. Yuhua is a legitimate crazy person. She is cuckoo. Yuhua will, for 1 minute, Yuhua will be asleep on the couches, literally asleep, and then the next minute we have 10 minutes to go on the runway. Yuhua is up in full geesh, full paint, everything ready to go before. Like you're just a crazy person.
Oh,
well,
you finally have something nice to say about me.
Well, Yuhua is, okay, first of all, I have known Yuhua since she was probably 19 years old, sneaking into the clubs. I remember I did drag with Yuhua for like 2 years, and then one day Yuhua was like, oh, will you come to my 21st birthday party at the Web?
At the Web. I forgot to work at the Web.
I came and performed for free for Yuhua at the Web at her 21st birthday party. Me, Frosty Flakes, Jiggly Caliente, and a couple other girls who don't even do drag anymore. Prodigy Major was there.
And Nikki mother.
Fierce. Apparently, Nikki Fierce is like some like god warrior nowadays. Like
what?
Super religious. Yeah, she like quit. Nikki Fierce like quit doing drag.
Oh yes,
and then she's like religious.
Yes.
So,
I saw her actually. I saw her in the street not too long ago. She's back in New York.
Did she pray for you?
No. She has a boyfriend now.
Oh, work! She's back to the gayness. Good for her.
I think so. It's just not doing drag.
Gayness.
It was a gag to me because I was like, oh my god, I have known Yuhua all this time. She was like 19, just like Aja. Aja used to sneak into the Ritz with her crunchy ass.
Oh, no, I remember Aja sneaking to the Ritz, and it was Aja, Momo Shane, and B. Ames.
I remember meeting them at Bartini in Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, girl.
I remember that. That was like, what, 6 years ago?
Yeah, I remember Miss Aja.
7 years ago, even.
That's back when, remember, that's back when Aja was so set on this injection thing, and her name was Aja Injection, and she would always wear syringes on her fingers.
Her name was also Aja Von Trapp for a while. She had a lot of weird names. Now,
yes. I used to make fun of her and say, so Aja, what, Aja outside or Aja inside? I would make fun of her name. Aja inside or Aja outside?
I think
the day I realized that Yuhua was crazy was the day that I was at Yuha's apartment for a fitting. This was like maybe like last year, and Yuha was like, "All right, so put on your padding," and I started putting on my padding, and I was just in my underwear, and then Yuha just like when I tell you she's cackling, doubled over, laughing hysterically, and I'm like, "What's so funny, Yuha?" Yuha's seen me in my underwear like so many times. She made me a lot of outfits, and I'm like, "Yuha, what is so funny?" She's like, "Nothing." I'm like, "Yuha, what is so funny?" And then Yuha is dying laughing because we own the same pair of underwear. Do you remember that time, Yuha?
Kind of, yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. The gray underwear. I still have it.
Why was that so funny, girl?
Because it was funny because I wear it and then I see her wearing it and it's just funny. It's on a different dick.
Yuha is cackling like doubled over. I'm like, girl, what the fuck is so funny? And I'm probably like running from therapy to upstairs, going over to industry, whatever. And Yuha's like dying laughing. Yuha, I've actually never seen you emotional before, so seeing you emotional was really.
I know. Same.
Girl, like what they showed up there was nothing to compare to what was like what actually happened. I think that was just bits and pieces of it. What didn't they show was during lunch break. What happened was I was just in the corner brushing my wig, and I was completely fine until I looked over. Everybody was just like kicking, happy, about to eat their lunch. And I looked over at Eureka. Eureka looked at me and she mouthed the words, "I love you," and it just like I just started like burst into tears because while I was there, nobody else like was worrying about who was in the bottom. Like everybody was just like happy that they're saying that they're moving on to the next week. You know what I mean? And the fact that somebody cared and said, "I loved you" to me, that just like made me burst into tears. And then I started just keep brushing my wig, and then Cracker came over and she hugged me and she helped me brush my wig. She calmed me down, and that was like stuff that wasn't even seen at all.
And then I also came.
And thank you, Monét, for helping me through the hard times. Thank you so much.
I would say I came over and give you a pep talk. I was like, girl, I was like, this is whole. This is like celebrity skin. Like you have to be like grungy and very like.
I was grungy. Look what happened. I got sent home.
Okay,
just like I listened to you. Just like I did when I listened to you. Put some black dots and moles on your face and hair coming out. Look what happened. I got sent home. And look what happened. I worked with you. Oh, girl. I got stuck with you. I got sent home again.
Well, you were just you were getting so mad at us. I don't understand why you were getting so angry with us.
Do you think I was getting mad at you guys?
You were like, I got it. I heard it. I was like, Yuha.
Yes, of course I would be annoyed. I wasn't mad. I was more annoyed the fact that I had no, not Aquaria, but I have 3 voices telling me not to do them. Well, mainly just you and Aquaria not to do it. Well, actually, you were starting to do it, and then Aquaria just kind of jumped in and kind of egged it on. But I mean, wouldn't you be annoyed if somebody keeps telling you the same thing, not to do something, and then you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I was trying to be focused while getting ready at the same time, and then I have voices telling me the same thing. Yes, I heard you the first time. I'm not doing no. I know you're trying to set me up to go home. I get it. I'll do it. Fine.
Wait. I can't with you.
I can't.
You had some really fucking funny moments in the show too. I think one of my favorite moments. I think everyone loves the moment where you walk in and then Cracker goes, "I thought you were Japanese, Hamasaki," and you were like, "You're not a real woman either." For some reason, that just fucking leveled everyone. People cracked up. And did you guys have fun doing the premiere party in New York City?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Monét pushed my arm out of the way in one of the videos.
That is such a funny video because Yuha is being so extra with her big ass headpiece and her big old sleeves and trying to block my outfit. I was like, absolutely not. Get the fuck out of here.
And one of the fans commented and said, "Yeah, Monét." Yuha was trying to show her outfit, and Monét pushed her out of the way so she can show her elbow.
I saw that.
That was funny.
Now, Yuha, did you make all your outfits that you wore on the show and afterwards?
Most of it. You see, and I think you can relate to this too, is that you are given a certain amount of time to get ready. So the amount of time that I was given, I was not able to make all of those costumes by myself. It was impossible. So I did outsource some of the looks.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, because you are the queen of turning out an outfit really fucking fast, and you sew for every fucking body in New York City. At Glam Awards, like 3 girls would get hit up for all the outfits. Also, not to mention, Yuha, your social media game is not a fucking joke. These girls thought they were fierce with their little photo shoot with their outfits. You have full on green screen video productions of every fucking
Those
outfit.
were real sets, girl.
Yeah, I'm sure you were actually in a dojo.
I'm kidding. Yep, I'm kidding. I was actually in the what?
Yeah, in a dojo with your umbrella, your parasol.
Yes, I was, girl. I had a coma, remember? So I was back in China.
But that shit looks like you. Was that done with Preston Burford? Yeah.
Yes, all of our mutual friend Preston Burford did it. Yes, but somebody else filmed it, but he was the one that edited it and put in all the effects to make it all.
Yeah,
wow.
Preston is lit.
Your videos are your social media is really fucking pumped up. It's amazing. And I'm looking at your touring schedule. You are going to the UK. You got your shows in New York, shows in California, shows in Washington,
Mexico.
And people also realize Yuhua does all of her own. Yuhua does all of her own shipping and stuff. Yuhua packages all those shits out and she sends them out. Like Yuhua is not a joke. Also, Yuhua loves money and she will not miss out on a fucking red goddamn penny.
Well, the thing how I view it is that if you worked hard for it and you earned it, why am I giving you a percentage if I don't need the help? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Yuhua is not a game. Yuhua's about that motherfucking dollar, honey.
Yes,
girl. Yes, girl. And Monét, I saw. What'd you say? I'm sorry. What did you say?
No, you go ahead. I'll ask you after. Go ahead.
I saw what you said. May Yuhua rest in pieces.
No, rest at pieces.
Okay.
But then I was gonna make a clap back and say, but Monét, where are you gonna be resting? Because I saw your tour schedule. You only have 2 dates.
That would have been funny.
I also have a screenshot of your website when it wasn't updated. It says there are no coming shows at all.
I mean, I have a lot of stuff. I just don't have time to put on. But you have a lot of free time to get on your website and do that. I don't.
Oh, what is that supposed to mean?
I have a question. Do you have any regrets about the show up until from the time you got there until you went home?
I think I should have been more vocal and said, you know what, fuck you guys, I'm going to do the fucking nose, whether you like it or not. Instead, I was trying to be a team player and said, you know what, I'm going to do it just so that we can all get along. I should have just said, fuck you bitches, I'm going to do whatever I want, you know?
But I don't think it was
Yuhua, I agree with Yuhua on that. I would have been like, I would have went over there. First of all, y'all are telling Yuhua not to put on a nose. Meanwhile, Aquaria has 3 fucking noses on her face.
But also, it wasn't about who has a nose. It's about making herself ugly. I think that if Yuhua would have trusted her gut in terms of like, she literally just
that was my guts to put on a nose, and you're telling me not to trust it. But the nose would not have made
you any more uglier than because you drew like a perfectly beautiful face and you just put dots on. Like you should like smudge your makeup or like draw one eyebrow the side of your face. Like you just look like pretty Yuhua.
Yuhua was doing an app called Butter Nose.
Well, that to me is ugly. You know what I mean? Putting on the nose. You know, I think it would have added more effect to it.
No, I honestly, Yuhua, I'm with you. You should have put the nose on. Those hoes talked you out of it, and look what ended up happening. Just like Mayhem. Mayhem was talking about something. I want to be a team player. RuPaul's Drag Race is not the place to be a team player. You are always assume you are being judged individually. Always. That's what I say.
You hear that, Monét? There is no what? I in team. Remember you said that about me? Right back at you, bitch. Right back at you.
Yuhua, would you go back and do All Stars?
Of course. I mean, who wouldn't? Of course.
I would even go back and do All Stars. And who is a queen from a past season that you would like? Who is a queen that you would not want to lip sync against in the past seasons?
Alyssa Edwards.
Yeah, Alyssa Edwards, I would be, but also people say Alyssa Edwards that she was voted the lip sync assassin, but she's lost most of the lip sync she did on the show.
That is true, actually. That is true.
Yeah, Coco Montrese took her home. She has either tied or lost her lip sync. I don't think she's won any of them.
You're right. You have a point.
I was actually intrigued when Alyssa was giving you guys advice, and I was like, why are they listening to this bitch? She ain't never won Drag Race. She's been eliminated 3 times. Of all the people to tell you how to win, I don't think she's even won any challenges in the history of her being on the show. So why would y'all
referring to?
Alyssa Edwards.
Oh, yeah.
She did. Yeah, she did. The one with her and Tatiana had to lip sync. They both won that challenge.
Work. She won 1 challenge. Congrats. In 2 seasons of Drag Race, she won 1 challenge. I was like, why is she giving all advice? But I wasn't there. Also,
Listen, she may not, but she everything time Yuhua did something, she's just like, bigger, girl, bigger.
You know what? When we during that challenge, actually during rehearsal, I thought we were just going over parts. I didn't think we were actually doing it for real in front of her. You know what I mean? I thought we were just going over the lines, what we're gonna do. You know, when you go into rehearsal, you're just kind of, just.
No, girl, what you do in rehearsal is what you'll do on stage. That's what my teacher used to tell me.
Well, but also, Yuhua is always a little bit confused. Yuhua was like, so what do we call our app? And they were like, girl, the app has a name on it.
I was trying to helpful.
No, it's true. I learned too that Yuhua is a fierce, shady queen. Yuhua, do you remember years ago when you and I went to watch America's Got Talent together?
Yes, I remember. Yes.
So this is years ago. It was me, Yuhua, and this guy / queen named Chang. And I had never hung out with them before, like individually, but as a group. But Yuhua and Chang were so shady the entire time because they kept making fun of all these queens in the city who kept losing all their gigs. Do you remember this thing?
Yes.
And they were laughing.
But at the same time, I was praising you. I was saying all these queens losing their gigs, but you're taking over these gigs. But at the same time, I was being nice about it, I thought.
So it was you were being nice to me, but I was like I remember at one point, maybe I'll edit her name out. There was a queen named Epiphany Get Paid, and then Chang was like, her name should be Epiphany Get Fired, and then you and Chang were like doubled over laughing at her expense, and I was like, damn, these bitches are cold as hell.
And that's when you used to make $50 per booking. That was 8 years ago.
Also, years ago, I also invited Yuhua to go watch Avenue Q with me off Broadway.
Yes, Aww. She loves telling the story. Listen,
tell me.
While we were there, the whole time, Yuhua kept being like, what's going on? I don't get this. This isn't funny. What, they're puppets? Why are the puppets talking? Why are some of them monsters and some of them are humans? Monét, during the show, like while the show's happening at full volume. And then she left and she was like, I didn't get it. It wasn't funny.
and she never texts me again.
Yuhua, before we go, I want to ask you, anything you have your song, is it called Ankh? What's the name of the song?
Everybody. Oh my God! I thought you were supposed to be prepared to interview your guest.
Wow.
Monét, bitch, you don't know. Shut the fuck up.
You know a song.
What's the name of the song?
It is called the Ankh song.
The Ankh song.
Yes.
Featuring DJ Mitch Farino.
Yes, it is featuring the only thing that was memorable from me being on the show.
Ankh.
Yes, that was the only thing that I had, and I had to run with it.
I have a question. So, why did you choose the Old MacDonald theme song?
Because it is fun, it is cute, it's stupid, it's silly. It's like me. I mean, the song was not meant to be serious. You know, I'm not trying to be Beyonce or Rihanna or Lady Gaga. I'm just up there doing a little silly little act. You know, it's like, you know, one of those SNL skits that you see. They're not meant to be like fierce, hot music videos. They're just meant to be silly little skits. That's what I was thinking.
I think it's clear that you weren't trying to make a club banger. I actually think the video is shot really well, and it's very Yuhua. Do you remember when Yuhua did Rice Queen?
Rice Queen. I remember that. I want to have a Rice Queen.
That was a fucking tragic, girl. No,
it was cute.
It was. I mean, this video is better than Rice Queens, I will say.
Yes.
But anyway, I've always said you'd be good on RuPaul's Drag Race, and I thought you were pretty fucking funny. Here's my question I will ask you, and don't be intimidated by Monét. Who are you rooting for now that you're off RuPaul's Drag Race?
Based up to episode 3, right?
Yeah. I mean, not just in your own mind. Like, who do you like? This person could have been on the bottom. This person could have already gone home. Like, who are you rooting for?
It's hard to say based on the 3 episodes that we saw. I would say, give me a few more episodes.
Okay, I'll give you some more episodes. We will call you, but we'll text you back, and we'll get your information on who you want to win RuPaul's Drag Race.
Definitely not Monét, because she made a sponge dress.
I love y'all's internet rivalry. The Monét versus Yuhua internet rivalry is probably my favorite thing. It's better than the Vixen versus Aquaria.
Bro, I wish Yuhua was there for that.
The Yuhua and Monét what?
Your Instagram internet rivalry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't there for Vixen or Aquaria, actually. I was not there. I was being judged. So when people started asking me, what do you think of that? I was like, I don't know. I wasn't there. And then they said, well, you went back there after the critiques. I'm like, yeah, I did went back there, but I was busy trying to focus on my lip sync than worrying about the fight. I'm like let them fight, let them kill each other, let them slap each other for all I care. I'm there to try to stay.
That's right, bitch.
What did you think about that episode of Untucked?
After seeing it, I do see Vixen's point. Yes.
Yeah, maybe in the moment, Vixen just screaming so loud, everyone's like, damn, this bitch is loud as hell and mean. But also, you know what? I'm loud and mean, too. So I really identify with the Vixen.
You finally admit that you're fucking mean.
But I think the way when you say things, you say it with a smile. Does that make sense? Even when you're screaming, you're like smiling at the same time.
Well,
I don't know if you realize that.
I'm never screaming.
Not screaming, but like raise your voice. Raise your voice when you're raising your voice and trying to be direct. You're smiling at the same time using your hands. Do you realize?
Is he really?
That? Yeah.
I smile more than the Vixen does, but I also like Vixen. You better tell these bitches. Well, do you think Monét thinks I'm mean? Do you think I'm mean?
No, I don't think you're mean. I think you're direct. I think you're funny.
Also, Yuhua is a New York City raised kid, so you can't offend a fucking kid raised in New York City.
Here's another thing, you know what I mean? When I was being direct and trying to explain my outfits to the judges, they said I was clapping back. That's another thing. I wasn't trying to clap back. I was trying to explain myself.
Honey, on the runway of Drag Race, you're not allowed to breathe while Michelle's talking. They'll be like, then once you blink while Michelle's talking, they'll play that little
yeah.
And then next thing they're like, oh my God, look who's shady. She don't know how to get critiques. You know what I mean?
Are you still gonna keep on watching, Yuhua?
Do you think I should?
Yes, you are.
I think I should.
Monét, you know what happened next week. Should we keep watching?
Oh yeah, girl, it's a good week.
Word. All right. Well,
I'll be the judge of that. I'll tell it to you on Instagram. What you say?
Can you guys please follow Yuhua Hamasaki? Her Instagram name is Yuhua Hamasaki. And what's your Twitter, baby?
Yuhua NYC, because somebody stole Yuhua Hamasaki on Twitter and started posting like, girl, go look at it. It's a fucking mess, girl. The first post on twitter.com/Yuhua Hamasaki is finger my asshole.
Well, Yuhua, someone also stole Bob the Drag Queen on Instagram too, so I on Twitter too, so I get it, girl. People are shady as hell, and we accidentally looped in someone named Monét Exchange on this Skype call, who is apparently not actually Monét. So yeah, people are shady as hell.
It's fine. Okay.
All right, Yuhua, thank you for joining us.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. I had a fabulous time.
We love you, baby.
Right.
I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye, Monét. Bye, Bob.
Love you. Bye.
Bye, girl.
Thank you for listening to our Bye Girl Bye series here on Sibling Rivalry. Next week, we'll be interviewing the recently eliminated Drag Race contestant Desiree Bottoms and talk about her music and projects she's got going on. Sibling Rivalry is proudly presented by The Only Productions. We'd like to thank Kalorie, Kardashian Williams, and Yuhua Hamasaki for their contributions. And of course, we'd like to thank you, the listeners, for tuning in each week. And a thank you to our producer, Mitch Freno. Thanks for listening, guys.
I responded back to you an hour later because I was at a viewing party, you idiot.